Well, hey! We're on the disco phone again. It's going mental. But anyway, it doesn't matter. So, presumably by the title, you're going to think this is going to be about Zumba. But it's not. Not wrong with Zumba. If you enjoy it, that's cool. If you want to get fitter, stronger and healthier and all that sort of stuff, especially the stronger side, probably not really going to work. But anyway, there's nothing the matter with it. I've heard it's enjoyable. And how are you doing? I hope your football dinner went well last night with the kids, with the presentation and all that. Your lad must have he'll have a nice big trophy for have you got a cabinet set up yet? I hope you have. Anyway. Yes, dancing your way to a six-pack. It's not necessarily about dancing, it's about the fan dance. Johnny's on. Hello, Johnny. It's not, so it's about the fan dance. And also, if you know me, you know I'm not that bothered about six-packs anyway, because it's not really a goal that gets you anywhere. If you want a six-pack, just don't eat for 3 days and see what happens. You'll get one, okay? Anyway, player of the year, good man. Proud dad on right now. We love it. We love it. He's going to get man of the year at some point, surely. Hey, Tom's on as well. Tom, you haven't been on for ages. I've been missing you. I thought I'd done something wrong. I thought I'd pissed you off in some way. Anyway. Yes. So dance your way to a six-pack. Basically, I was going to say dance your way to success, but that looks a bit wanky, right? It's not necessarily about success and failure and all of that. But here's what I've learned from doing my training for the fan dance, okay? Now, I've been training with kettlebells for years now, and glad to hear it, Tom. And it's got me very far, and it will get me further. So I'm not giving that up, obviously, because I love it. I love teaching the guys it. I love teaching the guys online it. I love the people in the swing challenge at the moment. They're all loving it. It's fantastic. It's really good. It's so super simple. You don't need to join a gym and you get what you want. And it's brilliant. And I love that. If you want to join a gym, I'm not rubbishing gyms. I'm not rubbishing any other type of exercise, all of that. It's all whatever you want to do. However, if you've got zero time and you don't like gyms, you're intimidated by gyms, you want to burn body fat, you want to gain a bit of muscle, you want to gain some strength, you want a sporting chance of living longer, you want to feel healthier, stronger, fitter, you want to be able to run faster, you want to be able to cycle further, you want to be able to walk further without knacking your hips, knees, shoulders, all of that sort of stuff, it works. So do lots of other things, but this is what I like doing. Anyway, I've been doing that for years now, and I love it. And I'm going back to do another certification this weekend to update myself on the Strong First strength certification, the kettlebell certification for that, which I have to do every 2 years. So I'm doing that again this weekend. I've got a whole day on a press workshop, so I'm going to learn loads on that, hopefully. I've got a bit of a sore right shoulder at the minute, which is quite concerning because I've got to lift a heavy ass weight to pass it. But I'm not worried about that because I know I can do it. And if I can't do it on the day, I can do it afterwards. I know I can do it. It's fine. It's not a problem. And hopefully I'll learn a lot of technique on Friday. That'll help me get past that anyway. Now, so this is about the other training that I'm doing. On top of that, I'm doing this as well as the training that I already do. Because the training that I already do, I've got to a point where I can keep that going and I can keep my strength at a base level. And then if I want to build more, I know how to do it. But if I want to just keep it at the level I'm at, I can do that as well. And the guys who are on my programs will know what I'm talking about. You can have a month or two where you go, right, I'm going to build some muscle, or I'm going to build some conditioning, or I'm just going to get better at stuff. I'm going to build my strength and lift heavier stuff, if that's what you want, without going, well, there's a way of lifting heavier stuff, or being able to lift heavier stuff, without ever having to lift heavier stuff. There's ways to do that, and you find that out on my programs. The guys in the park find out. The guys on my monthly programs find that out. For the guys on my monthly program, actually, my monthly online program, we've been doing something recently that I'm going to put in there for you this month for May's BKSIC. So that'll be coming. Keep an eye out for that. Anyway, so I'm doing all that and I can keep my base level of fitness, but endurance is not my strong point. I hate endurance. I hate it. I really don't like it. However, I like walking. I like walking and I like strength work. And speaking of endurance, I like doing snatches as well, which is, it just makes me feel good. And that's quite a bit of endurance, but it's endurance that only takes about 20 minutes. You don't have to do it forever, which is what I absolutely love doing. I don't like spending hours going running and being knackered. However, if I'm going walking, I love that because I can keep going like around. I don't get too tired. It's brilliant, but it burns a shit ton of fat and it makes me feel good. And it gets me vitamin D. It gives me my farmer's tan, which I've got there, look. That's from being in the park all day long. It gives me my farmer's tan but it keeps me healthy, fit. It allows me to switch off and forget about my thoughts while I'm going walking. It's like meditation. It's brilliant. I just switch off from everything. I absolutely love it, especially this time of year as well. However, it doesn't really challenge me. So I thought, right, sorry, I'll have a challenge. So I'm going to do the fan dance in a month and a bit. And I thought, right, it's just carrying a backpack on my back. It's a 35-pound backpack I've got to carry, which is about 16 kilos, 15 and a bit, 16 kilos. So I thought, that'll be all right. But since I've been doing it, it's hard work. And I've just been going out doing the skyline around Bath, which is a few little hills here and there and stuff like that. I'm going to have to do it up and down Pen y Fan, which is the highest peak in the south of the British Isles. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard work. And I'm actually quite worried about it. But the thing is, I'm training for it. What am I about? I'm not doing any training for it this week because I've got this thing at the weekend, and next week I'll start again. But I think I'm about 5 weeks in. I've got another 5 weeks, and I've come a long way in that 5 weeks. And what I've learned is, so I haven't challenged myself like this for a while. I've challenged myself strength-wise and all that, but I keep doing that, and it's like, it gets a bit kind of, not boring, because I love it, but it gets a bit kind of, it doesn't stretch me anymore. It's like, well, I can do that, so what can I do next? So this is why I'm doing this. And this is why, like I say, I was going to call this Dance Your Way to Success, because what it does is it brings you, it makes everything else feel easier. So I have to do all my own marketing for my business. I have to write, I write the programs for the guys. We go down the park and do the stuff. I write the online programs and all that. There's a lot of work behind the scenes that goes on. All that you guys see is a couple of videos of guys in the park, that sort of stuff. A couple of things of me doing a little bit of stuff here and there. And you think, oh, this is just a bit of a workout in the park. It's not. There's a lot more goes on than that. And it's keeping all the guys accountable. There's a private group. There's a tracking book to keep them accountable as well, so they don't need me all the time because I can't be there 24 hours a day. There's a nutrition website that is backed up by a clinical dietitian friend of mine who, analyzes all the recipes, and all you need to do is you can make yourself a food plan on the website. It spits it out for you. It gives you a shopping list. You go down the shops, buy what you need, make the recipes, and you'll get your results. It's all there for you. It's all there. It's all there. So there's a lot more going on behind the scenes, and it takes a lot to manage that and keep it going. However, I've been doing this a while now, so I find that some weeks I'll be all over it and everything's great. And other weeks I can't be bothered and I don't want to do it and I just want to give it up because I'm tired. However, doing this fan dance, doing the training for that has up-leveled everything. So I can now bring that into this part of my life and say, right, all this other stuff isn't that hard. Because I've been doing it for a while. I've been doing it for ages and it's actually become a process. Which is why when I do the trials in the park, so the 14-day trial where you'll lose up to half a stone in 14 days, if that's what you want. If it's not, we'll get you stronger, we'll get you fitter. If you're already fit and strong, but you want to work on your technique, then we'll help with that. That's why I do that 14-day trial. Obviously, the progression from that is to join if you want to. You don't have to. There's no obligation. I've already got Ben Tyrrell is already on that, and then there's another lady who's on the swing challenge who's just signed up for it just now, actually, about 10 minutes ago. So she's all over that. She's going to be down there, which is fantastic. And that's why I do these trials. You know, there's a process involved in that. So once you come into the trial, you get it's to get you what you want after that, and then you join the program from where you're at. Okay, so everyone who joins isn't necessarily fit and healthy. Claire's on now. Claire, I look forward to meeting you next week. Fantastic. Keep swinging though. Yeah. So, that's put me off now. Yeah. So, obviously the guys will come down, do the 2-week trial, get the benefit of that, and then it's whether they want to join afterwards. It's entirely up to them. That's how it goes. But there is a process after that to take them from where they are now to where they want to be. And everyone's different. Everyone starts at a different level. Some people will turn up and I'll say, right, I'll try and teach them the swing. Well, done. I'll do that very quickly. In the first week, they'll be chucking bells around all over the shop and away they go, because they're already fit. They've already been down the gym. They already know how to move properly, something like that. And then away they go. And that's very easy. That's really good to do. But then then you get to a certain point, and then it becomes all about the small things that you can change to get that strength, to get that fitness better, to move better. There might be something holding you back. Every time you go to lift a heavy weight, you might hurt your shoulder or hurt your hip or hurt your ankle or hurt your knee or whatever. Every time you lift a light weight, that might happen. You know, so I get guys like that who come through and progress very quickly. I get other guys who come through, and there's more than one guy, but there's one guy in particular who came through. He didn't even swing. He didn't swing a bell until the last day in the second week, and he still got loads of benefit out of it, but he wasn't ready. He didn't have the movement to be able to do it. So we progressed him through that 2 weeks. He was perfectly fine with it. He put his faith in my hands and was just happy for me to help him through, and the other guys as well to help him through. We got through. By the end of the second week, he was swinging a bell around with really good form, and he's still a member now. That was back in November. He's still a member now. And this is why doing this fan dance thing has helped me out, because training for that has taken it to a different level. So it's put me out of my comfort zone. I'm really scared about it. Because I don't know. I think I'll be able to do it, but I don't know how fast there'll be other fellas there who'll do it in like 2.5 hours or something. I'm going to try and do it in 4, and that's going to be hard. So I don't know. I might be last. But the thing is, it's going to challenge me, and that's the thing about this. If you're scared to come along, just give it a try. Challenge yourself. That's what we're here for. Okay, it looks like it'll be an intimidating environment. I've just been talking about this to somebody else. It looks like it'll be an intimidating environment because of some of the stuff the guys do down there, but it's not. I can say it's not, because I don't think it is. The guys don't think it is, but you might think it's going to be. However, you won't know until you show up, and then when you do show up, you'll realise we're just all a normal bunch of guys who've learned to get strong. It's the way to do it. Nice one, Andre. As you know, I'm not that bothered about six packs anyway. It's all about the fan dance, running up and down Penny Van. Anyway, I'll just pick your pen up. Yeah, so this is about putting yourself out of your comfort zone. So if you're thinking you don't want to join a gym, or you don't want to come along to these sessions, or you don't want to go along to any other sessions in your local area maybe, or something like that, if you're too scared, if you think people will laugh at you, if you think you'll be the fattest one there, if you think you'll be the most unfit there, if you think you'll be the only woman there. Claire, who's coming along who's starting next week, we've only got 2 other women, and everyone else is men. But hopefully she's all right with that. If she's not, there's not a lot I can do about that. I'm sure she will be. She's already on the swing challenge. She's already doing well. So it's put yourself out of your comfort zone, and what it'll do is make everything else that you're doing seem easier anyway. Once you've done that, it'll be like, well, why didn't I do this ages ago? And there'll be lots of other things you've been putting off that you'll go, well, if I can do that, I can do this. You get into the mindset of saying, right, I'm going to do something. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Yeah, you're going to challenge yourself. Absolutely fine. I love it, Claire. You challenge yourself. It's the way to do it, isn't it? You challenge yourself on the swing challenge, you're a week and a bit in, and you're already doing really well. So you just move it on to the next level, and then the next level. And it's small steps, those small steps. And once you've done each little step, the next step becomes a little bit easier. The next step becomes a little bit, and then you can take a big step because you're ready. Because you think, right, hang on, I've challenged myself a little bit, but I can do that now. Every time I challenge myself, I smash it. So why don't I stretch it a little bit further and just keep doing that? So that's what I'm doing with this fan dance. I'm shitting myself about it. However, it's making all this. Like doing these videos, I was scared about doing these videos to start off with, but I've been doing them for, I think this is number 28 now. I've been doing them for ages, and they become very easy. They become very easy. I'm not scared about doing them. I'm not scared about doing them. The thing is, I've got a list of stuff to talk about, and it's like, well, what am I going to talk about today? That's my biggest problem. Okay, what you find is, once you start doing this sort of stuff, once you start putting yourself out of your comfort zone, once you start actually challenging yourself, you'll challenge yourself in other areas of your life, in your relationships. You'll challenge yourselves in what you do for fun. You'll go and often do different things. You challenge yourself with, like I say, in your relationships to make them better. You'll have actual relationship goals, which very few people have as far as I know. They just coast through and everything gets stagnant. Whereas if you actually have a relationship goal, you're going to go and do stuff. You're going to go away for a weekend. You're going to, book a holiday where you're actually there, available, and not on your phone all the bloody time, all that sort of stuff. You can set goals to focus your mind, which can be based on fitness, where you turn up to the gym every day or every other day or whatever, and have a specific program and finish it and feel better, and that'll focus your mind as well and make you more on point and give you more energy. All of that sort of stuff. Good man, Andre. Yeah, all of that sort of stuff. It focuses everything. It brings everything together. It's not all about fitness. But if you do the fitness side of it, you'll take those challenges over to other things in your life. If you get stronger, you'll have more energy. If you come and want to get fitter, want to get stronger, want to get healthier, want to eat better, you'll have more energy. So then you'll be able to have better relationships with the people around you, because you're not sitting there knackered all the time and whinging at them about everything that's making you tired. It's as simple as that. So just think about it. Just set a little challenge. It doesn't have to be massive. The guys on the May Swing Challenge, I know what I'm talking about, because they're doing it at the moment. They're there. That's all it's about. And I know it works because I've done it for myself over the last few years. I never used to challenge myself at all. Just coasted through life, and it got very boring. Very boring. So, yeah. There you go. Hello, Craig. The challenge for you at the minute is to be able to breathe without your rib hurting. Oh, sunny Jim. Sunny Jim. Anyway, that's it for today. I'm going to whack this on YouTube and Vimeo, stick it on my website, all of that caper. Click the link below if you want to join my email list. Ta-ra!